was not okay with living with regret. That the main problem student face is appearing for the interview, ma'am, because it is something that is very, very alien to a lot of medical students. Mock interviews are a must. You cannot go to the UPSC Bhavan at Shah Jahan Road without having a single mock. That would be like suicide. So
Hello everyone, this is me Noor Zahira and you all are watching Dr Simplified. Today's episode we have a very special guest Dr Anubhab Sarkar who is currently pursuing his dream at PGI Chandigarh. But in an unexpected turn of event, he is willing to quit it all and pursue UPSC CMS. Well, as we all know, PGI Chandigarh is a dream for many, and Anubhav seems to have achieved it all. But yet, he's willing to make this bold and unconventional choice. So, without much ado, let's dive in and explore what drives him to make, or rather, take this unconventional choice. So, stay tuned for this inspiring story. Hello, Dr. Anubhav, how are you doing today?
hi, ma'am, I'm doing fine.
So how are you taking after clearing your UPSC CMS? Something that you awaited for a very long time, if I remember clearly.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, ma'am, I was busy doing my duties till this point of time. Uh, I was I had a really hectic month, so I didn't have too much time to think about that. But yeah, I have discharged my duties uh, yesterday as a resident in pathology, and I'm resigning Monday morning. So I think I will have a lot more time to reflect on that.
Well, how does it feel? Is it giving you goosebumps that, you're quitting one of the most prestigious institutes? Like I was mentioning to the others, that it is a dream for many. You have achieved it all. And does that make you feel a little scared or does it seem risky to you?
It does, ma'am. It does actually. It's a little bit risky, but deep inside my heart, I have always known that I am. I felt that I am more suited for these government jobs. I felt that I was more suited to the lifestyle that UPSC CMS uh, always offered. So deep inside my heart, I also have faith that I will be fine. I will.
Right.
I will do what I always wanted to do.
Right. Before we move on to why you did this, why, what changed, what motivated, I want to understand that why did you not do CMS last year? As in, why choose PG, then quit it in between? Right.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, last year I didn't have that much awareness about the exam. I didn't know the perks that it offered, like the sponsors DNB sponsorship quota in railway, the MD quota, in service quota that they give after 5 years of doing the service. I didn't know about these things. I didn't know about their flexible lifestyle, and I didn't know how much importance the service holds to the public service in India. And after knowing these things about the end of 2023, I felt very drawn towards the service, and I immediately felt an urge that I should try my shot at this service. And my family background is also such that my grandfather was in the Indian Air Force, my father was in the paramilitary, so it is a second nature of me to be drawn towards this government of India services. So the moment that I found about this service, I knew that this was the thing for me, ma'am. So that's why I didn't attempt it last year, but I gave my all that I could have done this.
So yeah, you were speaking about the lack of awareness and how there is, the perks of having sponsored quotas. You already are in
Yes, ma'am.
a PG. You don't need to
Yes,
wait
ma'am.
or rather rely on those sponsored quotas for that comes after 3 years or 5 years. Again, brings me back. Is that just simple motivation or was there something more ulterior to why you chose UPSC CMS?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I did my undergrad from the Government Medical College and Hospital, Kolkata. It is the one of the oldest medical college in Asia. I think it was established in 28th of January in 1835. It is a heritage college of our country, and I'm so proud that I have passed out from that college. And my college experience was uh, nothing short of a roller coaster. I have seen so much patient load. I have worked in probably all the specialities that one can work in, and I have made very good memories with my seniors, with my friends, and I just the 6 years just went just like a rocket, and it was very good for me. But during my time, uh, I think after the post-COVID era, I thought that public health really plays a lot of really plays a lot of influence in people's life, and if I can become somebody who is at the helm of things, managing the healthcare services, driving it towards the right point so that people get effective healthcare, good healthcare system within their reach at the most basic level, that would really excite and innovate me as a person. And that's the reason I think I was very, very drawn towards the civil service.
Right, Anubhav. So I want to touch a little bit more on your PGI experience and what takeaways you had from that. So could you share your experiences and if you have any key takeaways from your time at PGI Chandigarh, and how did you spending your time there shape your perspective of medicine and on healthcare, and how do you think it influenced your decision to pursue UPSC CMS?
Yes, ma'am. My time at PGI Chandigarh was also, it was hectic. I wouldn't deny that. I, as a first year resident, we in pathology, we used to work 16 or 17 hours a day,
My God.
sometimes even more. But I have made some great memories. I have learned many interesting things, and I have developed an understanding that each and every specialty is important. Each and every specialty plays a role in delivering the healthcare that we intend to deliver to the patients. And I think uh, I have also learned that PG is purely a passion project, ma'am. Uh, it's like something that you are going to be your whole life. So I think PG is something that you should not just pick. It should be not be something that you are just doing out of flow. भेड़ चाल में नहीं करनी है मेरे को ऐसा लगा. If you have a pure passion for something, you do it. If you want to upgrade yourself in some particular specialty, then you should do it. So I think that's the key takeaway I have taken from my time at PGI, because people are so passionate about their work here. If you're not passionate, uh, as your peer group here, you will lose your way around.
Anubhav,
Yes,
you've
ma'am.
chosen UPSC CMS, and like you just mentioned, sometimes your duty hours would be as long as 16, 17 hours a day. Right? I'm sure you come
Yes, ma'am.
back, you're already so fatigued and tired that you would just lay on the bed and pass out. In the middle of such hectic schedule, you
Yes,
managed
ma'am.
to clear the UPSC CMS. So my question to you is, how did you prepare for UPSC while being a student at PGI Chandigarh? What was your study schedule like, and how did you balance your academic responsibilities with your preparation in this exam?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I started the preparation for the interview uh, very, very late. It was, I think, in the beginning or in the middle of September. That was the time, actually, the schedule got out for the interview, and I started preparing for the interview. And at that time, it was my most hectic posting of 16 and 17 hours a day. So used to, uh, I used to see, or I used to check the books or the sources that I have prepared for INISET multiple times. And just as my mentor has mentioned, ma'am, you have mentioned, if I don't have enough time, if somebody doesn't have enough time, I used to imagine a scenario where a patient was coming to me, and I have to tell and I have to uh, diagnose the patient and tell its appropriate primary care management. So that was the strategy I have followed, courtesy to you, ma'am.
No.
And then I have, yeah, and I think that was the changing point which helped me in my preparation, because I had so little time to prepare, to to take a retro. retroverted approach, that first imagining the patient, first imagining the scenarios and then extrapolate from there. And I was lucky in a sense that during the last month of the preparation, October, I had a lighter posting which allowed me to be at my room uh, after 6 or 6:30. So that really helped to give me the final push that I needed to be prepared for the exam. And of course, the uh, it would be a criminal offense if I don't mention the number of mocks that I had to take in order to gain the confidence to face the IAS officer sir and the other faculty members, I think.
No, no, I think you did fairly well at your interview. I remember speaking to you, and I'm so glad that whatever little advice I could offer you during your preparation time helped shape your preparation time and your strategies. And of course, we all love a successful outcome. Now, moving on, I want to understand if you had any challenges and doubts. Like I asked in the beginning, choosing CMS could have been very challenging and potentially a very risky decision. And while you were making this bold move and risky choice, did you face any doubts or challenges during this process? And if you did, how did you overcome them?
I think the number one fear or number one uh, element of doubt that I faced in taking this choice in placing UPSC CMS so much above PGI Chandigarh is the fact that I was not okay with living with regret. That uh, I had a dream and I didn't fight for it. I could very well live with the regret if if it happens to be regret that I left PG, but I cannot live with the regret that I haven't tried for civil services or I didn't have the guts to take on the challenge when the opportunity presented itself. So I think, ma'am, that has shaped my decision. I was not okay
Mm,
living with that regret.
like I'm actually so moved by that because very, very, very few people we come across that actually fight for something, that fight for their dreams. Because most often we see, students who achieve great ranks end up taking choices that they never wanted to because of peer pressure or market demands. But seeing someone like you who had it all and is willing to give it up all to just follow on their dream path is very motivating and inspiring at the very least. Now, last question for you. There are a lot of aspirants who have started preparing, and I remember during one of our mock interviews, I was talking to you about how CMS is also becoming like NEET PG. There's a rise in competition with every year. So, what advice would you give to students who are preparing for this, especially from someone like you who has experienced both PGI as well as now UPSC CMS? So, what would you tell them to consider if they wish to have a similar career plan? Any specific factors or so?
I think most of the for the written part, it is kind of manageable because a lot of the UPSC CMS syllabus overlaps with the INI pattern, specifically the INI pattern. It resembles NEET PG pattern a little bit less, but with INI pattern it resembles very much. So if someone is preparing for INI, I think 70 to 80% of the syllabus will be completed uh, by simply preparing for whatever uh, platform they are using, be it Marrow, DAMS, Dr. Bhatia, or even following standard books like Harrison, Bailey and Love, uh, like Ghai or Park for that matter in PSL. And I think the main trick is the main trick, the main problem student face is appearing for the interview, ma'am, because it is something that is very, very alien to a lot of medical students. It is not like the prof exam by us. So I think that is the that is the part that needs to be taken care of really, really early. Like if I would advise to someone, I would advise them ki work on your speaking skills, work on your presentation, work on your skills to extract and extrapolate data from a single word. So that would be nice. And for that reason, mock interviews are a must. You cannot go to the UPSC Bhavan at Shah Jahan Road without having a single mock. That would be like suicide. So I think that would be the advice that I would give to someone who, who is preparing for the next session.
Right. Thank you so much, Anubhav. Despite being sick and under the weather in Chandigarh right now, thank you so much for joining with us. And I hope your journey inspires a lot of other people to, follow their dream, to take on whatever career paths that they've always wished to pursue. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, ma'am. It is my honor to be here. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for having.
Thank you so much. So that was Dr. Anubhav with us on Dr. Simplified. If you would like to ask any questions to him, do drop it down in the comment section and we'll make sure that it gets answered. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.